Welcome to day 2 in New York. We are taking it easy today because we got in a little bit late last night and it's also a cold, dreary day today. So we're gonna hit up some bookstores. Our friend gave us a recommendation for a really good dim sum place and then we're gonna go see Wicked tonight. I had so much fun meeting new people at my friend's birthday party yesterday, but there's one thing that keeps running around in the back of my mind. I was introduced to about half a dozen new people, and not a single one asked me what I do for work. And I just found that so refreshing. I've noticed this happens often in New York. When conversations start here, they're often about something other than your job. In a lot of places I've lived with a strong hustle culture, work becomes a core part of your identity. And the downside is that meeting someone new can feel like the same thing every time. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Jobs become the default topic because they're easy.
Okay, I suggest that we start with these buns over here, and then we're gonna go on to some appetizers over here with our pork dumplings.
Okay, got
Finishing off over here, we have. I have no idea what's over there.
But what that means is you spend at least 8 hours a day talking about your job at work, and then you also talk about your job in your free time. I heard someone say once that your job is the least interesting thing about you, and I kind of agree. Last night, we didn't talk about work at all, even though the people I met were genuinely passionate about their careers. One woman was a military journalist, another one worked in finance. These were people who had clearly invested years into their professional lives, but when it came down to socializing and building new connections, they chose not to talk about work. Instead, they talked about something else, anything else. It felt like a sign of real work-life balance. When they met someone new, they seemed to understand that there's so much more to a person than just their job. And I can't stop thinking about it. It's just something that's been running on in the back of my mind. But today we really enjoyed a slow, rainy day in New York. We went to bookstores, we went and got dim sum, and we finished out the night with a movie. This movie has been so popular in America lately. You might have heard of it. It's called Wicked. The first movie came out last year, and this was the second part. It asks the question, who really is good and who really is evil, and how can we know that? Again, it's the idea that can you really know a person just from looking at them, looking at what they look like, or looking at their job? Because people are far more complex than that. This was such a fun day. I'm really excited for tomorrow.